Hey guys, welcome back and thank you so much for your support. We reached 1,000 subscribers and you guys voted for a new strategy, so here I am, bringing you another farm strategy that has been a staple for me since the second week. I'll explain why this is the only T16 strongbox farm I would ever do. When I run this strategy, I know I don't have to think about anything, just open the map and run it. Here's what you can expect and should be doing. First, I oversustain my T16 I modded map so I never have to buy maps. Then I provide the extra maps that I can't run to my Kingsmarch mappers. The mappers provides good loots and jewelry for disenchanting, and therefore I get a consistent flows of dusts. This is much better than selling the 8 modded maps. I won't go into the details, but if you optimize the Kingsmarch like I do, disenchanting all the jewelry will get you on average 500,000 dust every 4 hours. To put into perspective, a T0 unique costs about 4 divines right now, and 500,000 dust would be equal to about 1 divine. So it's definitely not bad. This is a T17 map farming strategy, so you want to have all 4 void stones unlocks for maximizing the chance for T17 maps. We're doing a low investment map farming strategy that gets the benefits of good loots from strongbox, as well as good maps dropped from rares pack that come out of strongbox, so it synergizes very well together. For this 50 runs, I choose Underground Sea because we are farming T17 maps, and naturally, we have to pick the map that drops Ziggurat, the most expensive T17 map at the moment. Underground Sea also have the second highest density in the game, with a very consistent Divine Beauty div card as well. Now, the other map is Toxic Sewer, which is the connected map to Underground Sea. So naturally, you will get a lot of Toxic Sewer map as well. Both Underground Sea and Toxic Sewer drop Ziggurat as T17 map, which is good. And while the density is not as good as Underground Sea, the great layout and easier boss made up for it. There's no good div card in this map, so you'll need to find the Nameless Seer and scry over a good div card. When you run this strategy, you can ping pong between these 2 maps and basically never have to worry about buying map anymore. Now, as usual, I'll quickly show you the Atlas tree. Feels free to pause and copy it here. The Scarab setup I'm using are 2 ambush, 1 ambush Scarab of discernment, 1 escalation, and 1 cartography of corruption. On the map devices, I'm running ambush craft for a total of 14 extra strongbox in the map. I'll go over the setup and details after the highlights. Feel free to check out the timestamp in the description below. Now, please enjoy the highlights with many amazing drops, and I'll see you after. Welcome back, guys. That was the 50 maps highlights. It took me about 5 minutes per map on average, and overall, a very relaxing strategy. Now, we'll talk about the Atlas tree setup. So the core of this strategy is about farming strongboxes and a lot of monsters. Therefore, we want to take all the strongbox nodes. We'll take this cluster over here for the guaranteed strongbox on our maps. All the small nodes are also taken because they add more monsters to our map. Next, we'll take all the point over here for a total of 16% chance to open strongbox again. Now, tamper-proof makes your strongboxes rare and corrupted. The problem is that when taking this, your T17 maps sometimes will come out to be corrupted. However, they're still sellable, and I think the trade-off is worth it. I don't want to roll 14 strongboxes every maps. I'm taking this whole cluster over here for more rare strongboxes. They're all very strong and profitable. Arcanist strongboxes give you those Divine and Valdo boxes. Diviner strongboxes give you many T1 and T0 div cards. Cartography strongboxes, as you can see in the highlight, drops lots of maps, so you definitely want to take all of these points. It is a map farming strategy, so naturally we'll want all the map nodes. That include these standards shaping the mountains and shaping the skies. We're taking all the increase to explicit map modifiers because strongbox only scale with the quantity from our maps. We want as many natural spawn monsters on our maps, so we'll be taking the additional shrine nodes here. Drawn to Power over here will add more monster packs to our maps as well. We are taking the 3 nodes over here for 100% chance of additional shrines. Invasive Adversaries adds more monster packs, so it is taken. We path down here to Shaping the World and taking all the small nodes for more map drop chances. I mentioned that strongbox really only scale with quantity from our maps, so I'm taking all the quantity from the wheel in the middle of the Atlas tree for some free quantity. Talk about free quantity. Delirium is an easy source of free quantity, and it scales with strongbox. So I'm taking all the chances for Delirium Mirror and Unending Nightmares for guaranteed all strongboxes will be open in the Delirium Fog. I'm running Eldritch Altars for the map duplication chance, and I'm taking all the small nodes for more chance at getting the blue altars. That's pretty much cover it. Next, we'll cover the Scarab choices and how it synergizes with this strategy. First, we have the Cartography Scarab of Escalation. This drop 10% increased map for each map modifier. We're running 8 modded maps, so that's a free 80% increase to maps found in the area. Second, we're running the Cartography Scarab of Corruption. This is a part of my strategy to self-sustain my 8 modded maps, so it is what I'm using. If you have over-sustained the maps, then some other options here would be one more Ambush Scarab or the Nemesis Scarab. I gives my 8 modded map to my Kingsmarch mapper, so I'll always take this Scarab. Next, I'm bringing 2 Ambush Scarab here for more strong boxes. We want to maximize the number of strong boxes in our map, because it adds more rare monster to our maps, and also provide more chances at getting better loots. But you can also substitute for other 2 Scarabs of Potency or Hidden Compartment. I have ran them, but the best results I have are with 2 Ambush Scarabs. In the last slot, we have the Ambush Scarab of Discernment. Now, this is the most expensive Scarab in our strategy, but it's definitely pay for itself by giving us rarer strong boxes like Diviner, Arcanist, and Cartography strong boxes. You definitely want this. The core synergy of this strategy is a mix using strong boxes to get good jackpot drops, while providing a lot of rare monsters to our map for more map drop chances. It is truly a stable in the map farming strategy that give a more diversified loots from the traditional map farming strategy, especially if you're not into selling maps like I am. Let's talk about the loot and profit. First, here's Wealthy Exile with all the loots I got from the 50 maps run. Let's break it down. You can see here that the majority of profit come from map, not surprisingly. I have filtered out all the T16 maps because I am not selling them, but they are worth at least 10 chaos each because they are 8 modded. Now I have 16 of my T17 maps corrupted, so the real profit here is only about 7.2 divine for them. The others 23 maps are worth 20.7 divine, so in total, it's about 28 divine revenue here. Next, I dropped 4 Valdo's puzzle boxes and 1 Voidborn key. I think the Valdo's boxes are expected, but the Voidborn key are probably lucky. All in all, 9 divine in profit here. I'm not calculating the uniques because we're not really farming for them, and I have rarity gears on, so I'll leave it like this. Even though we're not spec into Scarab, we drop quite a few good Scarabs, and the total profit here is about 3 divines. Now, on the raw currency, I'm only filter out the currency that are worth to sell or trade with. The total profit come out to be 12 divines. Next, we have mini jackpot diff cards drop, but I do think this is standard in many of my runs. I did get only 3 divine beauty though, and in my experience, it's a bit under the average. Anyway, the profits here are about 9.5 divines. The rest of the loots are minimal, and so with that, we ended up with 63 divines in revenue. Now, let's calculate the investment that we put in. First, we have 50 underground C8 modded map, which are about 750 chaos. We use 50 cartography Scarab of escalation, and they are about 1.5 chaos each, so that's 75 chaos. 50 cartography Scarab of corruption are about 650 chaos at 13 chaos each. 100 ambush Scarab are about 600 chaos at 6 chaos each. 50 Scarab of discernment are about 750 at about 15 chaos each. So the total investment came out to be roughly 22.6 divines. The net profit for me is roughly 40 divine over 50 maps, but I also do not sell my 8 modded map. If you were to add the 8 modded map into the equation, which I have more than 500 maps, that is at least 10 8 modded map return per map, and they would be value at 40 divines alone if you were to sell them without rejects at 10 chaos. So if I were to give a realistic number, maybe we'll get at least 1 divine plus in profit per map. Anyway, I don't want to oversell or undersell this strategy, but definitely check it out if you think it's interesting and you want to sustain your Kingsmarch like I am. I also made 2.1 million gold in those 50 maps. I'm wearing rarity gears though, so you might not get the same results. Definitely check out my Beast Gold farming strategy if you're interested in farming gold without rarity gears. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this content, and comments if you want to see anything from this channel. Thank you again, and see you in the next video.